Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca Gabriel from Sage Awakenings, your spiritual life coach and tarot card reader. Now, if you are a woman in midlife navigating change at the moment and you're looking for deeper clarity beyond this reading, then I invite you to stay to the end where I share with you about how I can work with you through my C program for women in the Sage Awakening Circle. So stay to the end and tune in to find out more. Hi Capricorn, so lovely that you can be here. Let's get into your reading for the month of March. We're going to begin as usual with some cards to check in with your energy to see what's going on for you, what you need to be aware of. All right, let's do this. Capricorn, thank you spirit guides and angels. Wow, so we've got you in that thinking space. We've got you here with the thinking woman. I'm getting the vibe that this is very much for you about planning, preparations, looking at the year ahead. A little bit of a serious vibe, but more from the place of being organized, wanting to be prepared because you seriously want to make some changes and improvements. So you're getting into your very organized brain to see what you need to do to put things in place. That's great because preparation is key for the things that we want to achieve in our life. We've got the action card here. So I feel like what's really motivating you is to get this done now. That sense of lock it in now so that you've got something to look forward to. Also, so that you can guarantee that the things that you want to achieve this year are going to be taking priority for you, Capricorn. So this is you being organized. I'm going to say great job at leading yourself and being proactive, Capricorn. And we've got some interesting energy that's coming up here. There's some conflict, some inner conflict here. I'm not yet certain whether that's to do with others, but with this card here and the following card, indecision, hostilities and indecision, I get this feeling that it's almost like you're fighting yourself. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? What's the right thing to do here? Be very careful with how much energy you give to your mind going backwards and forwards, because always when we're sitting on the fence, if we stay there for too long, indecision can really lower our energetic vibration and really cause more confusion. So the heads up here for you, Capricorn, is recognize it when you're going that backwards and forwards, because creating that inner conflict is not obviously going to lead you in a good space and undo all of that beautiful work of wanting to prepare yourself to take action on things in your life. That's about being proactive. So let's just sort of sit with this for a minute. You're undecided for some reason. Something is needing to be resolved within you. And usually when we attend to that quickly, rather than allowing it to linger, you can put yourself in a place of empowerment. So a really great way to tackle that kind of energy is recognize your mind is probably doing too much of the work, and it's time to put your hand on your heart and come back to what is my heart telling me to do, and allowing your heart to guide you rather than your mind. Because when we go backwards and forwards with indecision, it really is an indication that we're coming from a place of fear and doubt. So, my dear Capricorns, step into that heart space energy and ask yourself the right question, which is, does this support my growth? Does it enable me to expand? Does it support my well-being? Let's move on with some tarot cards for you. So what is the challenge here being presented to Capricorn in March, and the opportunity and way forward for Capricorn, please? Well, that's very interesting. The challenge is that sometimes you struggle to prioritize you. Now, this is the Empress card, and the Empress certainly does step into her self-authority from a place of kindness and compassion. It's time for you to actually apply this energy to yourself rather than everybody else around you. Can you see yourself as the Empress? Can you prioritize you and know that you're worth it? Can you see your values and really allow yourself to lean more often towards ensuring that you're doing what's fulfilling you, what's growing you? And that's an important thing for anybody to be doing, Capricorn. But this month you're aware of that. And I know that that's part of that internal struggle. We can easily get caught in that pattern of thinking, oh, it's selfish to focus on ourselves and not other people. Well, I'd like to challenge that idea, because when we are helping others to the detriment of our own well-being, then it's not a good thing. And certainly when we take time to care for ourselves, then we're in the best place possible to be a positive difference to other people and have a positive impact. So the opportunity in this situation is to see it for what it is and do what you can to resolve that conflict. So here we go again. We've got that inner conflict here. Now, if it's showing up for you in the external world with other people or situations, this is where it's time to ask yourself, well, what are my values? Am I actually prioritizing what's important to me, or am I disempowering myself by allowing others to dictate what they want, and I just know it's not aligned with my well-being or my values? So this is your opportunity to see it and reassess and then course correct. So I know that when you apply yourself, Capricorn, you can do this. And when you do say yes to you, the Ace of Swords is that final decision, and it's that clear awareness that, oh my gosh, I've been running a pattern of behavior here for quite some time that hasn't been serving me, and now I realize it's time to do what's necessary for me. So it's getting quite clear, setting those boundaries. It's also, when you do that, you kind of clear the fog. It's landed on top of the indecision card. And yes, it was in reverse when it came out, but that's why this is your opportunity to turn that around, is to hear the awareness, hear the message from your angels and spirit guides. Get clear on what is important for you. Recognize that you have the power to make decisions, to choose for yourself. So there's that opportunity there for you. Let's pull some more cards, Capricorn. What else? Thank you, spirit guides and angels, for Capricorn in the month of March for Capricorn. So, a very similar energy to the Empress, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, she carries with her this sense of, like the Empress, self-authority, confidence. She takes action. She knows how to take the initiative. Well, this is you, Capricorn. This is you getting things done. This is you leveraging that fire energy within you, that ability to get into that organized headspace and make things happen. So we're not just thinking about it anymore. We are taking action. And I tell you, the Queen of Wands is all about taking action. So brilliant. Love that. Now, the opportunity here is that you can improve things. So when you clear that inner conflict and sitting on the edge and seesawing backwards and forwards, should I, shouldn't I, when you finally make that decision for yourself, you have an opportunity to improve things in your life. The Queen of Pentacles, she's got standards. And Capricorn, you're realizing that this is a time of improvement. You want to make better decisions and choices for yourself. You want to be able to give yourself the opportunities to grow, to learn, to bring more happiness, comfort into your life, feeling like you are prioritizing your needs. And Queen of Pentacles does that. So this is really about improving your self-esteem and meaning your estimation of yourself, and truly valuing who you are and your natural gifts and talents. And you can be very clear and confident about that, Capricorn. This is the growth for you in the month of March. The Six of Cups energy, I really love this. This is quite a playful energy. And this is sometimes it addresses the inner child within us, but it also reminds us to let our guard down a little bit and allow ourselves to be playful and to not get so serious about everything. You know, being in that headspace of planning and owning your future and owning your calendar is very important. But at the same time, we want to experience fun in life. Bring back the joy in your life if you feel that it's been missing for a while. This is about exploring your world, having a sense of adventure, being curious, just like we do when we're children. And I feel like Spirit is saying part of your growth and transformation is to see perhaps where that's been missing for a while and what can you do to bring more of that beautiful energy back into your life. Okay, I love it. All right, I'm going to pull some tarot from a different deck this time. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. What else do we have for Capricorn? Challenge, opportunity, way forward. You know, we've got the Tower card here. It is in reverse, and maybe something has already happened for you that's just changed the landscape of everything. Perhaps this moment came to you unexpectedly. For some of you, it may have been you created your own Tower moment. It was sort of like that last straw. That's it. I'm committing to me. I'm making a decision. Either way, this is actually an opportunity for you. It's sort of got that clearing the deck kind of thing. It's like when you've got the Empress and the Queen here stepping up, right, to value themselves, that energy. It's no surprises to me that a Tower moment happens, because it's like you're owning this now. You're putting your step forward and your foot forward, and you are making that decision. Now, I can appreciate that even though there's been a little bit of situation where not everybody's on the same page as you, and you may have to pluck up your courage to make some decisions. You may realize that you think differently to others, work, family, friends, just people in general. I feel that you, with the Seven of Swords, and this is all thinking energy, you're using this as an opportunity to discern what's for you and what isn't for you. This is sort of like that moment of the line in the sand, Capricorn, and that's really important for, well, when it accompanies this Tower moment, because this is getting the clarity for yourself. And all I can say is well done. Sometimes it can take a little bit of courage in that discomfort, knowing that not everybody's on the same page as you, but this is about saying yes to you. That's yes to you with the Queen of Pentacles. And the next card, which was the same as the last deck, is the Six of Cups. These are the same. This is about realizing it's time to grow up. And what I mean is value you. So your former self was still what we call the inner child of wanting to please others, be there for others, that learning phase. We have experience after experience after experience till finally we get it. Okay, and we go, I'm out of here. I need to go do me. And this is from a loving perspective. It's like you realize you love yourself more than you have been, and it's now to turn this into action. And I feel that that's what you're doing. You're going, I need meaning, purpose in my life. I need fun and fulfillment. So this is definitely you owning it, Capricorn, which is wonderful. Well done, you. Let's pull some cards from the Power Tarot deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Capricorn. I hope this is resonating for you, and if it is, please hit that like button. Let me know if it is hitting the mark for you. We have Page of Michael, Six of Raphael, another version of the Six of Cups, and we have Eight of Gabriel. So to start with Page of Michael. So Archangel Michael's energy is about communication. So with the page energy, we know that you are ready to embrace something new, a new challenge, a new opportunity. Well, Spirit is saying that you've got what it takes to succeed. Believe in yourself. Yes, it may be that you're making some decisions to do something that you haven't done before or step out into the unknown. But I really feel that Spirit is encouraging you. It's not coming from a place of being impulsive and throwing all caution to the wind. They do urge you to do your planning, as we started at the beginning of this reading, preparing yourself. But by all means, get out there and make the decision and do it, even if it feels unfamiliar. Six of Raphael is the same as those other two cards, Six of Cups. And again, it says, embracing your inner child. This is about friendships, social circles, connection, playfulness, curiosity, adventure, which I mentioned before. So really the enjoyment of life. And you so deserve it, Capricorn. Beautiful time to be focusing on this and planning more of this in your life. And then the Eight of Gabriel, which is sort of that Eight of Swords energy, lets us know that there's a lot going on. So it could be that you realize there's a lot of things to coordinate and part of that preparation and planning energy. But it's also saying that you're getting the results. And yes, you may need to make some quick decisions, but that's okay. That's a good thing. I see that you are taking action, Capricorn. All right, some messages from the Fairy Tarot deck for you. For Capricorn, thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels. Great. Six of Spring. I think this might be Six of Cups as well. Like, how many times are we going to bring this one up? This is wonderful news, success, victory. Realizing that smart choices are bringing its rewards. So whatever it is that you're doing, Capricorn, trust yourself. Trust your inner judgment. Well done for listening to you, because it's going to give you exactly what you're hoping for. So that prep work and then taking the action, very important, is what it takes for you to succeed. And you know what? People are going to see it and they're going to say, well done you, just as I am in this moment. So use that as a positive sign and feel encouraged by this reading, Capricorn. Yeah. Strength card. Yeah. Another reason to say feel encouraged. You are being encouraged. You've got the strength. You've got the know-how. You've got the emotional resilience. You've got the stamina. And you know what? They're just reminding you, because even if you have felt like a little drained in recent times, they're saying, you can do this. So you have an incredible capacity also to Be strong for others, to hold the space and energy for others. And you've got a lot of kindness, and you're able to sort of really see and feel how others are experiencing life. And that's a strength of yours. But now is the time to use that for yourself as well. Really see what it is that you need to top your cup up, to feel fulfilled. Be strong for you now. Give yourself that kindness and compassion, and be empathetic for you. You can do this, and I love the encouragement from your spirit guides. That's beautiful. Wow, this reading in March is going swimmingly well, I would say, Capricorn. So a lot of reasons to smile. So this is all about the forward thinking, really focusing on what it is that you want to bring into your life and your experiences, and that's the most helpful thing you can do for yourself in this moment. Oh, I love it. So, from the Quantum Oracle deck, planning, taking action, fantastic, just like we've been talking about. So, get those plans out. If you haven't already started, and maybe some of you already have, this is just a confirmation you're on the right track. You know, some of you may be traveling, indeed. So, traveling, moving on, having, visions about how to step up in your life, how to experience more, how to raise the roof in terms of your standards. Really getting into that beautiful spirit of adventure and exploring. So just go for it. This is your moment, Capricorn. It's also, I just want to acknowledge too that you have an eye for detail, and this is where your planning and your organization, they really are some of your personal strengths, and see that for what it is. And know that whatever you set your mind to, you can really achieve this. Oh, yes. Just more of the same. Keep going. There are no blockages. There's nothing in your way. Spirit is clearing the path for you. Please see that you deserve so much more in your life, more than you can imagine right now. Raise the roof, as I said before, and really see where you can take this beautiful energy and take yourself to new places, new heights. Now, for some of you, that can be career, it can be education, it can just be standard of living, it can be following your passion, your dreams, the things that you've always wanted to do. Go for it. You're on the right path. You know, when you commit to yourself and you get out of that initial inner conflict energy, it's just all green lights for you, Capricorn. So I think the rest of the reading is going to continue this way. People are really loving who you are, and if you're not listening, you really do need to listen to the feedback that they're giving you. You mean something to them. They value what you have. So see that in yourself. It's time to do that. It's time to step up and really see your value, rather than always edifying everybody else, which is a lovely thing to do. But this is about seeing you and your strength, which is beautiful. It's also a time when, when you decide to take on that beautiful adventurous spirit, this is how we open up our creativity. And when we explore that, we get a chance to expand and to follow that thread of what it is that we're so gifted to do, that often we just take for granted. We just, it's easy, therefore everybody must do it. But no, you have your own unique strengths and talents and gifts. So this is a time to explore that, enjoy that, open yourself up to learning and trying new things. Expressing the truth of who you are, however that is for you in your life. My goodness, I think this reading is really come to its natural conclusion here. And I've got cards all over my table here, which is pretty cool, really. I like to make a starts out with a blank canvas on my table and ends up being this colourful table of cards. All right, Wisdom of Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Capricorn. Yeah, I like this. So just let's look at why this is unfolding for you at this time. Getting the Tower card is that realization that things have got to change. It's the realization that it's time to commit to you, and therefore you've got to leave some things behind. That's what it's all about. The dismantling of things that you no longer need, that you don't need to devote time and energy to. And it might also represent, okay, learn those lessons. I've done that. It's time to move on. Well, that means that you're now ready to think about your purpose, why you're here, what it is that you want to achieve for yourself. And I don't always mean, the things that I must gain in my life, or the ultimate job I must have. I mean, who do you want to be? What experiences are the most meaningful for you? What is it that you value the most? Remember, come back to your heart space again if you are getting into your head a bit. Nobody else can answer that question except you. So ask yourself, why is this important to me? Or why am I doing such and such? If it's not connected to your heart and it doesn't feel good, then refocus. Well, what does feel good? What does fill your cup? What does light you up? What does make you feel joyful and happy, right? What enables you to be childlike again, because that's where our real truth is. When we become adults, we often dampen that down with a whole lot of rules, and we learn to make everybody else the focus instead of ourselves. Well, not anymore. So asking yourself why. What is the reason for me doing this or that? And that's how you come back to the truth of you. The Chaos and Conflict card is like, well, I haven't truly been my real self for quite some time. So you see this is a zebra, but there's a giraffe skin on the zebra. And slowly, we're peeling back the layers here, Capricorn. Where are you in this? It may have been that for a period of time in your life you were doing what everybody else expected, and you were, playing certain roles in your life, or you had a certain identity that you thought was the fit for you, but you've now come to this realization that it no longer is. So you're seeing yourself differently, your values are shifting, and you're ready to be more of the real you, which is great. That's why, you're being encouraged to get out there and explore and be yourself. So, this is backed up by the next card. When you do that, you unlock the key to everything that makes you feel free and amazing. So happy days are assured for you, Capricorn. So with all this, you may on some days feel a little overwhelmed, and that's normal. So Spirit is saying, take a breath. Just take a moment to pause and go, I've got this. And you are okay, Capricorn. All is going in the right direction for you. So that's the breathe card. Take a moment, place your hand on your heart, and just, is this right for me? Am I supporting my well-being? Am I doing what I need in this moment in my life? And only you can decide that. Wonderful. I love that reading for you. We're going to finish off now with a card from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit Guides and Angels, for Capricorn. We have, beautiful, the Lotus Throne. Okay, what a beautiful unfolding we have with the lotus. And on the back, we have a message. It takes courage to trust your inner light, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seems more powerful than your own at times. Remember that conflict that you are feeling. You are being asked to trust the light within you. Above all, have faith in your own heart. Know that the divine dwells within, is with you always. Okay, my friends, that is your message. That is your reading for the month of March. I hope you've enjoyed that. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if that resonated for you. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And before we move on, if you happen to be a woman in midlife going through some changes and you'd like some support or even to reconnect with other like-minded women, stay tuned to listen to the next message coming up to see how I might be able to support you. In the meantime, if you want a personal reading, my details are below. Have a fabulous month, Capricorn, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now. I wanted to speak to those women who are in midlife and experiencing quite a bit of change. Now, if this is you, you may be someone who's realizing you're reassessing your values. What used to be important to you no longer is. Things are shifting and changing. You're realizing that your health and well-being is really important to you. And you've got some decisions to make in terms of how to move forward and prioritize what matters to you most. Now, this can bring up a whole lot of different feelings, thoughts, and emotions because change is uncomfortable. Yet at this time of life, in this season of our life, we are ready to commit to ourselves to do that inner work. Now, if this is you and you know you are absolutely ready to commit to your progress, your own personal evolution, and to start living more like your true self, then I'd like you to consider some options that I have where I walk with you through this period of time to help guide you, support you, give you a little bit of educational content as you move through this season of your life at your pace. I have the option of a 12-month program that really is very transformative. It helps you to build that base, that beautiful foundation where you know that you're living with more balance and calm. From there, life becomes a lot clearer about your strengths, what's important to you, and how you'd like to move forward. Creating that beautiful sense of self-awareness and reconnecting with the truth of you is a very important part of the process. And it doesn't happen in an instant. It takes some time. It takes self-discovery, exploration, and commitment to you. But ultimately, you come out the other end with a greater sense of knowing who you are, feeling more empowered, and a stronger version of you that is a great match for who you want to be and how you'd like to move forward in your life. Now, if this sounds like it's speaking to you, I've got some information below, and I'd love to be able to have a conversation with you to discover more about what's most important to you and how I might be able to support you. Then, of course, there's others of you out there who are looking for a lighter touch point, perhaps a once-a-month opportunity to meet with other women online who are just like you, exploring that space, wanting to reconnect, wanting to feel a sense of social connection with other people, but also have some sense of structured spiritual guidance and educational content to help you move through this transitional time for you. Again, that is something that I might be able to help you with, and it's called the Online Sage Awakening Circle. So my friends, if this sounds like it might be just what you're looking for, reach out to me and let's have a conversation. I'm sure we can discover a little bit more about what's going on for you and how I might be able to help you.